Well, we went exactly what we planned to do. We had to wait till after the first sprint because we knew that Green Edge were going to keep it neutral till then. And then Paddy Shaw went up the road. It was a brilliant effort. They were going out there and it was a hard ride.
Well, it was always going to be tough. We knew that Orica would be keen to get the intermediate sprint time bonus with Gero. He wants to improve his lead, so we always knew that was going to happen. So we had a bit of a meeting and just decided to try and just stick in. We knew it was going to be a tough start, and a tough start it was. It was a really hard start up Norton Summit, and then even over the top and down the descent, it was still very quick. And all the way until the sprint. And then after the sprint, obviously, everyone had the same idea to go for the break. So I followed 2 or 3 moves, and I thought, I've used too much energy, I won't be able to go with it. And then I saw the AG2R rider and Dave Tanner go. And Dave Tanner's a smart bike rider, so I followed immediately, but it took me nearly 2 kilometres to make contact. And then when I looked back, the field had sat up. Yeah. And so then after that, you've signed the agreement, so you're out there for as long as it lasts, and we went out to 5.5 minutes pretty quick. But then when they reduced it to 3 minutes, I knew that their mindset was to come back for the intermediate sprint again. So around the 80k mark, we discussed in the break to really lift the tempo so that we'd make it to the sprint. We're hoping that if we made it to the sprint, maybe they would let us go back out a bit again, but never eventuated, and we were caught right at the base of the KOM.
What impressed me today was the little things that people probably didn't notice was Lucas Hamilton was third across the top of the last King of the Mountain sprint. And that shows what we brought him for. Unfortunately, had bad luck yesterday in the climb, lost a bit of time. But in Willunga tomorrow, we'll have 2 guys up there, I'm sure.
Yeah. We will set up our climbers for tomorrow and give them their best shot at having a good result.
Yeah. Normally it's pretty windy down there on the big flat circuits. A group will get away early and they'll ride it, and the tempo will lift and lift and lift. And then they ride about 90% up Willunga the first time and reduce the field. I'm really expecting we'll have at least our two young climbers there. And I'm really hoping that one of them could even crawl up into the top 10 up the final climb up Willunga tomorrow. I would not be surprised.